It's Kelly. Happy whenever it is for you. For me right now, it's Friday night, but lots of people watch these on replays and that kind of stuff. So anyway, happy Friday night. I'm just going to quick get up the video chat here. Okay. All right, so tonight I am going to work on another pandemic album layout. You keep seeing these over and over because I'm really getting far with it. I don't know, I didn't count, maybe 7 layouts or so to do yet before I'm done. So tonight I'm going to document this photo of this Kohl's pickup pass. So that's really not something you would put in most layouts, but in this particular case it's important because of the pandemic album. So this is the first time that I did a pickup at curbside pickup of anything. So that's what this is about. And I thought it was really cool how they had the parking spots set and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I thought it would be a neat thing to include in my pandemic album. And I did grab this piece of purple paper. I was scrapbooking along with Victoria Marie's live earlier today, and I used something from Ellie's studio. So I had this envelope of noteworthy paper out, and I really liked how this looked. So I thought I would document that. And now as I'm looking at this, we'll see. But I was thinking that I would use this purple as the background, but I also like, this is the back side of that paper. Obviously I can't do that or it's not going to work very well. So maybe I could use this as a piece and then do something like this is my thought. But I also, when I was in that envelope of paper, I found a couple of these pieces. This is from Ellie Studio Sienna, and I think this is noteworthy as well. And I do really like the aqua and purple combination, and that's my cat, my female cat. I'm sure you can hear that because she's being very loud at the moment. So hard to tell here because it's blending in, but I actually really, there we go. You can kind of see that a little bit better. I really like the combination of those 3 papers together. I also did think that I could maybe do something like use these. And then the other thing I did is I did grab some black and white because I do like this would be kind of a cool combination to use. Although using that much paper, and this is a Bella Boulevard paper from, I think, Popsicles and Pandas, yeah, which is an older summer collection. Using a big piece of that makes my eyes go wonky, so sorry guys, but using it like this, I think is kind of nice. The other thing that I thought about, let me get this out of there because I don't know that that's going to be the paper. I did think about just a regular black because that is a nice foil for that. And then I love a good diagonal stripe for a background. This is Photo Play Panda Party, looks like. And the so I probably just picked this up and as I was looking for black and white stripes. So that I really like as well, kind of as a background. But I'm thinking, well, let's see. I don't know that I like this black and white stripe as well. It's pretty big. And I think I guess if I did it like this, it would make a little bit more sense. Hey, Tiffany, good to see you on. That I think could work. But then I have this like in a little bit of a chunk. Although I could now bring back in some of this noteworthy paper here too. Because I do like the idea of using the noteworthy. But then I also, let's go back here and look. Hey, Harmony. Nice to see you. Yeah, kind of a fun one, isn't it? So I think if I use this noteworthy paper, I think I need a darker background than this. I always have problems with really light backgrounds. That's why you don't see me use a lot of white. So thinking I like this. I think I'm going to do this, this, and this. Now, I have a thing about diagonal stripes. When I use them as backgrounds, I like them to face this way, and it's because we read top to bottom, left to right. So, thank you, Harmony. That's very sweet. I'm laughing because I'm reading Harmony's comment about pausing another video. That's very sweet. And I could also get this in there too at some point if I wanted to. So I think this is what we're gonna do. I love the lavender of that, and it's not a color I use a ton in my scrapbooking. I do a little bit more now because my granddaughter looks really nice in purple, and since she's a little girl, she has a lot of purple. Okay, so that is about all the reveal I think I'm going to want with this paper. And I love this paper so much. Again, that's I'm pretty sure that's LE Studio Noteworthy. I cut the border strip off of here a long time ago, so I don't remember. So I'm just gonna cut about a ½ inch off first and see what I think. Of course, if you guys had seen how I was going to cut the paper, I didn't have it actually resting against the paper trimmer, so that would have been disastrous. Okay, so if I do that, actually, I think that's about right. That's about the reveal I'm getting. So I'm going to cut just a ½ inch off. A lot of times, honestly, I cut 11 3/4 of an inch across, or I'm sorry, I cut 3/4 of an inch off when I'm doing some sort of border like this, where I'm framing a layout. For me, that seems to work really well. All right, and I always do like these. When LE Studio used to do their 12 by 12 collections, they always did a grid paper like that within the collection, which I always thought was really awesome because it gave you journaling or just a really nice background. All right, the good news about doing this black and white stripe too is you can actually see the borders of the layout. Okay, I love that background just like that. All right, then I'm gonna set this aside for a second and then try to decide, because I'm thinking I don't want that big a piece of paper, although I do want to really see the purple. So maybe I'm gonna start out with a pretty big chunk. And I have a scrap basket, so I can always put it in the scrap basket if I decide not to use it all. Okay, then, because if I did it, like, if I shorten this up a little bit, you're not going to see the plus signs. And I think that would be, it's a nice thing to do that. Let's see. Because we could just add this noteworthy here. But I think if I'm going to do that paper, I want it to be a bigger star than this. And let's see. Let's go to here. Oh, that beautiful purple paper. But you have to cut it up, right? It doesn't do me any good sitting on my shelf. And now I just did this, and you know, I hadn't cut that there, and I could cut this down because I could cut this down here. This is a screenshot from my phone. I could cut this down because I'm thinking if I left enough room here, I could do curbside pickup maybe here. So let me cut that off and then see how much more I can take off. Yeah, I can get another row of this off. And now I have actually a really nice little strip to use if I want to. For something. If nothing else, that just goes in my scrap basket. And eventually my sister-in-law's, she's a looping teacher, so she has 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Depending on, 3rd, 4th, 5th graders, sorry. Depending on what time of year it is, so. What did I buy from Kohl's? I think, so this was in May 15th. I think I was buying shorts or tops or something like that. I know it was summer stuff because you couldn't go into any, when I did this, you couldn't go into any of the stores yet. I'm trying to remember when that was that you could. I could actually tell you because I, thanks, Julie. I also, later on in this album, I think it's going to be 2 pages later, I have a picture of the Kohl's store nearest me, the first time I was in it, after all this happened. So, or after they reopened, I should say. All right, so I'm liking this, and I'll chop this off later. Now, the other thing I was looking at is this is the journaling cards from Noteworthy, and it does have this really cute pattern on the back, but I've used this already for a layout. But this is the Noteworthy 5 paper. I forgot about that. The papers in Noteworthy are all numbered, kind of like Paige Evans collections are now. Noteworthy 2 paper is the lavender paper, in case you guys want to know that. I like to let you know that. So I'm thinking that I have these cards, and I think it would be nice to use them to journal. And the purple obviously isn't going to work. And since it's aqua and purple and black and white, I think this is the better choice. This is a little too dark. So let's get that cut apart. Because, you know, it wouldn't be a Kelly layout without a journaling card, right? So I have to put purple and aqua together more often because, oh man. And then I think if you add the black and white, it takes it from being kind of childish to a little bit sophisticated. Does that make any sense to anybody but me? Okay, and this needs to be cut a little bit better here. Who can cut a straight line? Not me. Okay, so I'm liking the way that looks so far. Yeah, this is not straight. Hold on a second, guys. I'm just going to put it on my trimmer. It's just... it was really bad. All right, much better. Okay, so that's Noteworthy 5 paper. Oh, and layers of paper, right? Now, I could also come back in and ink it, but right now I'm not feeling like it has to. Yes, journaling cards for the win for sure, especially if you're me. The other opportunity I think this gives me is, oh, I do have some purple. I was going to say I don't think I have any purple letter stickers, but I do. Hang on a second. Because not only do I have some, I think I might have 2 different kinds. So there's this. These are Ellie Studio. And then I think Chamel has some in her sticker book as well. But so now I have 2 different purples. That's right. Because when the Ellie Studio came out with theirs, I bought the 2 different purples because their purple is hard to find. And then I think Chamel might have purple in here as well, as I'm just kind of planning on what to do. There's a sticker. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. If I need to. I know I certainly have plenty of the aqua as well. And so I have Chamel's sticker book ready to go, hashtag sticker book. And I have Paige Evans as well, because I remembered there was purple, but this purple is really, look at how blue that purple looks. But if you take it away, it's hard because you're going to see that. This looks very purple. So that probably won't work, but I'll keep that handy just in case. I also have my die cuts from Noteworthy, and then this little cut apart here. So right away, and it would be nice if I cut into these, right? Because, yeah, I actually think I had 2 of these. Here's the Love This Snapshot, which I think is kind of cute because I did love that. It's not really a snapshot, but there's a Documenting Life's Moments as well, too, but that's gray and white, but I could use that. And then this is Pure Happiness. I probably will use that up there somewhere. Oh, and then there's this Real Life one too, which this was real life, right? It still is, actually. Yeah, it is hard to find purple, isn't it? Definitely hoardable. I also have a really close friend. One of my closest friends loves purple, so I make her birthday cards. And every time I make them, then of course I like to include purple. All right, so let's pull the purple stuff here. Oh, look at all these lovely labels. This would be appropriate. I used to work for Kohl's, actually, at one point before I became a buyer, or before I became a massage therapist. I was actually a buyer, and I worked for Kohl's. There's a butterfly. That would be like metamorphosis and change or something, I'm thinking. I also worked for a local chain here, or not chain, but local department store here called Boston Store, but it eventually became part of Carson's Peary Scott in Chicago, for any of you guys who know that area, that kind of stuff. So sounds like a really great job. The problem is you spend what you earn in the stores. This would be a nice thing to journal on as well too, this tag, but these squares and these squares are a little bit too close for my for me to use it, but that would be a nice thing. Oh, and here's one of my favorite words. It says awesome. So let's just pop some of these things up and around here. I'll need things more than just the die cuts, for sure. And then I do have my box of, I have a couple of purple labels in here. I know that. So 3, 2, and 1. This is such a cute one too. I love this Noteworthy collection. And I think I've said this before, I wish LE Studio would keep making 12 by 12s, but they are not. All right, so where do we want to cut this? And in here, I'm almost feeling like I need some sort of inking on that card, but that might just be for now. Maybe once I get this cut. So this is about 2 rows here. Maybe I'll go 3 here and then see what I think. That's measuring for you guys. There was a question on a website just recently where they asked if you measured, and I laughed. Sometimes I do. Once in a great while, I'll actually measure. So then, I was thinking I wanted this to be more vertical looking. We'll see. This might not be thin enough, but I think I still want, yeah, now I'm feeling like I need to ink edges. Just afraid if I chop it here, let's see, does that look any better to my eye? No. I'm just afraid that if I chop it like here, it's going to look like it, it'll look too thin. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this just to get some color so I can see like color. Yeah, this just looks too thin. It looks too stacked to me. I think if I had a third paper under here, I could do that. Yeah, I think I need to leave this as it is. What I'll probably end up doing is cutting down this once I decide. And I think I'm going to glue this on because I think I want to chop off one more side there. What's bothering my eye, I just figured out what it is. Okay, so do you see how much space there's at the top and bottom, and now how much space there's at the side? That feels really uneven to my eye. So I am going to bring this in, which then means I probably will take more down. And I don't think that's such a bad idea to pull this in because I think I want to see more of that blue background. And let's ink. And lately, because this was a fresh ink pad, I've actually been using my Tim Holtz, and this is old, right? Because now I think there's, well, actually, I don't know that that's old. The domed, or yeah, circle applicators for Tim Holtz. And I do like the domed applicators from scrapbook.com. Those look really awesome. Awesome. Where's awesome? There's awesome. So I'll just put this down. Feels like lots of space here. I'm going to take off 2 rows of plus signs there. And again, when I create scraps like this, I don't feel too bad because I know my sister-in-law's kids are getting them. And I asked her once, what kind of sizes do you want? She said anything. So I'll throw away little tiny pieces, but like normally I would toss something maybe like that, but they would actually be able to use that. So I don't have to feel bad about not using up my scraps because they go somewhere fun. And I do use scraps, but mostly for card making. Okay. Now I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I always do this. Then I cut this close and I have to be really careful about the line there. The nice part is, speaking of lines, is that this paper has lines in it. And maybe I could find something that's teal and do the word pickup. Let's see. And then do the curbside in one of the purples. I do love this alpha. We'll see if this will work though. This is Rain Boots, which is one of my favorite all-time alphas from American Crafts. Let's see. Oh, I bet I could get in the other letters, the curbside letters up there. That was one thing I was a little concerned about. And yes, I do have a ton of this alpha. You can tell I like it because I bought more than one. Cool. This is my other favorite, Fitzgerald, Chamel's Fitzgerald alpha. And this one I think is available at like Michael's or Joanne. I think it's Michael's that it's actually available at. I'm trying to pull the letters off the original sheet first. It's so pretty. Okay, now I really need, let's see, how are we gonna do this? Because I really need a dashed line there, but I don't think I want that. Where is the X here? Oh, look at that. The X conveniently is pretty nice and square. Although, I have a family member with an X in his name. So I have to be careful about that because I can use those sometimes. But I do tend to like to use my X's for stuff like this. So, pick up. It might be hard to write curbside in here though. We'll see. And there's my U, or as I like to think of them, N's. That's a great letter to MacGyver, easily. And then, I wanted to see if I had a P on that sheet anywhere. Nope, it's right here. I even have a couple of asterisks left, so that'll be fun to use too. Okay. So pick up. And then need the dot from the I. And then we definitely need the word curbside there. This might be one of those where this might not work This elf is going to be too big, and that's the darker of the two, so I guess I'm okay with that. Let's see if this will work. This is the new version of their letters. Oh, I think I just get to sneak it on there, you guys, because I'll get it in right here. I can always drop that dot over the I. I did not check to make sure I had all the letters, but we'll make it work, right? This is a fairly new sheet, so. And look at me. I'm being brave again. I think I was last week too, where I didn't use my wax paper. Okay, hope everybody had good holidays. There were lots of holidays last week. Mine was quiet, as I'm sure lots of ours were, but my brother-in-law is a chef, and my sister invited me over for dinner, and not only did he cook us dinner, but he like waited on us hand and foot, and we were sitting outside, and he kept bringing us, he made sangria for us, homemade sangria. It was so delicious. Okay, so there's Curbside. What I'm trying to do is really sneak this in here. It feels like it's a little, it's so far away from, normally I would want to rest this in even a little bit closer. Question is, if I, feels like this is too high up is what it is, now that I'm looking at this. So I'm going to be really daring here. Try not to break up my, I was going to say, the good news is I have an extra piece of this paper left. No, I don't. Not that much anyway. So I want to bring this down a bit, and I think I'm going to do it so only one noteworthy is left there. Okay. Just so that Curbside comes down just a little bit more. Okay, and then we'll do this here. Okay. I think this is working okay now. And there's so many noteworthies on this that I still get to see it like I wanted to. Okay. All right. And then I'll just bring these down. And I really like the way this all looks. My iPad's going a little crazy, you guys. I'm going to just bring it back up. There's the P. Okay, so we'll bring that down, and then I think that this will make me happier now. I'm going to lose my lovely line though, but oh well. And you guys, I'm going to keep scrapping away because I can't tell if something is gone wrong with my internet connection or if it's YouTube. And I'm hoping it's my internet connection or my YouTube that's a little crazy. I don't know. Either it wouldn't be good. But I'll keep scrapping away here. The other thing I can do is try to turn the TV on too, to see if that works. So I'm not able to answer any of your questions right now because I can't even see. Whoops. There we go. I think this is the second time this has happened to me during a live recently. I don't like the way that's happening. Okay, this is a little harder because now I don't have the line that I was resting everything on. Actually, though, there is a line here. I'm going to bring this closer to me. There is a line right here, and I can bring it up. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Just getting that all back out. This is really exciting to watch, isn't it? Okay. And now it's telling me that I'm not even connected to the internet anymore. So if you're still watching this, that's awesome. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put this up live and see what happened. I've been having some internet problems where my internet is just dropping lately, which is really annoying. So let me check that. Yep, it's up. So, all right. Something's going on with my YouTube connection on my device. So I'll just keep going. Like I said, I can't answer any questions that you guys ask me. You can put them in the comments and I'll take a look. But I'll just keep scrapbooking here. Okay, that took forever, but sorry. So there we go. We have that all on. So that looks pretty good to me now. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit more off of this side here because it feels like it's too much there. Now it's a little bit too much weight, but I don't. There we go. So I didn't want to take the same amount. I don't want these two to match up. And now I'll ink this because this definitely needs ink. And this is the way I feel a lot of times with white pattern papers, is that I really need the ink to go. So if you guys are just joining me for a live, my tablet is misbehaving, and maybe what I'll do is shut it down. And I can't read any comments right now, but I'm going to keep scrapbooking because you guys can watch me in just a second. Ah. Oh. If you think you want to do lives, don't. They can be actually enjoy doing them, but sometimes they get a little crazy. All right, so we have rain boots on. I have this, put this on, and I like the way that looks. I'm going to wait, I think, to put this down because I want to see where I land here for the different pieces. Oh, there's a nice big heart here too, so that would be a nice one to do, like maybe down there. We have that Love This snapshot that I liked a lot to begin with. Okay. So I like that. I do like this little butterfly too. I think that'd be a cute way to get a little aqua in here. Maybe. And I know the butterfly doesn't really have anything to do with shopping, but that works for me. And so far I'm kind of liking the way this looks. This is kind of cute too. Oh, and I have all the Ellie Studio either hearts or stars. So these aren't the right aqua colors. But I'm thinking that and that. And then let me see. I know I have lots of purple. So lots of purple there. I was looking to see what I had in aqua, if I have any aqua left. I have a baby one. That I think that's one color I'm really getting low on. Yes, I don't think I have aqua. Note to self, there's an excuse to buy something. Aqua letters. Okay. All right. So I could do stars too, but sometimes I don't like mixing stars and I don't like mixing the stars and the hearts. So I'll leave it. I think I'll leave that. Okay. So you guys, my laptop is, or my laptop, my my tablet is back up. So let me quick catch up here. Thanks you guys for carrying on without me. So okay. So color scheme. Journaling cards, I got that. Oh yeah, spend what you make in the store. Isn't that fun? That is exactly what it was like. And measuring. Okay. Hey Nancy, I'm catch up and saying hello to you. Oh, and Tiffany, you like that one too. I love that one. It's so cute. So I like those. Yeah. Harmony, I'm loving your comment about the butterflies. So what is the name of the font? The name of the font is Rain Boots. It's American Crafts Rain Boots, and I think you can get it at Joann's. It's either Joann's or Michael, or I think you can get it at Michael's. It's either Joann or Michael's, and I think it's Michael's that carries it and still does, but one of those two does. So Rain Boots, and I think color is, let me see, I think I can even tell you that too. So Rain Boots, color is aqua. So that makes it easy for you. Okay, so are you guys hearing me now? Somebody just say yes, you're back. Just so that I know. All right, then. All right, thank you guys. Awesome. Now I know we're there. So thanks for putting up with that while I couldn't see all of your comments. Oh, man. There's an ice cream cone right here. I might actually put this on here. So my dirty little secret about this cute little ice cream cone and why that would be is because this particular Kohl's that I was picking up at is right by a Culver's. And I believe I actually stopped at the Culver's. I don't know that this is gonna work, but I know I did. I stopped at the Culver's that day. Okay, cute though. I also have a pair of aqua glasses here that might work somewhere. I keep trying to go back and put more of Chamel's glasses on my layouts. I've got a couple of sheets of these, so because obviously I wear glasses, so that's okay. And what I might do is that little trick with put it on white paper. So I'm going to go grab a piece of white paper. It's one of the nice reasons to keep your scraps around. And actually this will give this a little bit more weight. No, I don't like Chamel product at all. As I use her scissors. Oh, and I might be able to cut this right online. There is a little clear border around the glasses, but, and these are actually kind of the shape of my glasses. You couldn't help me rationalize the ice cream. Oh, I can do that on my own, Harmony. Trust me. Actually, I haven't been running very much lately. I started running and scarily stepped on the scale this week. And have been behaving myself ever since. It's time to stop screwing around with the COVID. Yeah, let's just say the COVID weight and the lack of running. Even though it's been 90 here, I've been up very early a lot of mornings so I can get a run in before it gets too hot. Okay, I kind of messed up the bottom of these glasses on one side, but I think it's close enough for me. Maybe I'll just put them... Yeah, I think I'll just put them there. That's kind of silly, but since I wear glasses, it makes sense to me. And we're putting a butterfly on. And if it was Chamel doing this, you know that that definitely would happen. So there are purple stars here. There's purple unicorns. Just seeing what else is in this sticker book here. This is kind of a cute little strip. But then I'd be bringing yellow in. Not that I don't like the yellow. Yeah, too much. And I did see... There's a purple flower too, so that would be kind of cute. Could add that in. If I have a second one, I could really use a second one. Well, look, I think there are flowers on other pages. This is hard with no fingernails. But then remember, when I had them, some days that was hard too. Okay. Sometimes these stickers are just easier to cut it closer to whatever it is. Okay. One of the things I want to do tonight, you guys, is my youngest grandson had his first birthday. It's at the end of June. And so Grandma has a boatload of pictures. And then I took the kids last week to this darling little garden that is based on storybooks near us. When did we do that? Last Thursday, a week ago Thursday. And I really want to get the pictures developed from both of those things. So I need to really get some editing done. I do have a photo printer, but I rarely print at home anymore because it was getting really expensive when I started to look at it. And honestly, I just have my prints done at Walmart. I know that they don't have the best quality, but I don't know if this is bad or good or whatever, but I'm not really all that fussy. This is that flower here. Oh, that's cool, Harmony. Okay, so here are the other pieces. These have gold though. Forgot that. Most of them do anyway. The purple does. So I might have to go back and grab. I could take that purple one out of, these are kind of fun to use too, but I don't think I need any, like circles or anything like that. I could do the one that was on the square, like bring this one in here and do the one that was on the square and just cut it out. Because these flowers, these little purple flowers have yellow in them. Again, which is fine. Now I have to find the one with the square. There it is. just because I think that's going to go up there. And you know what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm going to just ink this and get it down, because now things are really sliding on me. And at some point I just get a little annoyed. If I used a removable adhesive, or I would have gotten this down. Oh, yeah, thank you, Harmony. That would have been really smart and easy, right, for me? That would have been super easy. I think, though, I'm just going to make myself do what I was going to do and use it up. Okay, this is getting a little tight up here, so I think I'm going to pull this up just a little bit again. And what do we have going? So on this page, Kelly Trademarks, we have a frame background, we have inked edges, we have a journaling card, and we have the diagonal embellishments from there to there. So I maybe could put something over here. I didn't get my awesome word on here yet either, now that I think about it. And I'm just going to put this down because I know I like that there. Maybe that's where I get one of those flowers in and use the enamel dot to change the color. Okay, and I'm just being a little careful here so that I have enough space there so it looks like I did that intentionally. And I did like this real life as well, too. Now we have to get all the things in. Okay, just licked my fingers. Bad, bad, bad. Fortunately, I'm the only one here. Could do real life or awesome over here. All right. So that's an idea. The one thing I have to be careful about with these is that they're really thin. As I'm cutting these, this makes for really exciting video watching. So I think I started telling you guys about my brother-in-law making us dinner when I discovered that there was something wrong with my iPad and the connection. So hey Glenda. He made these sweet potatoes that were incredible. So he cut them so that he cut the potato like the long way, not the short way, so that you had a piece that was this shaped. And they were thinner, so maybe this wide. He boiled them and cooked them most of the way through. And then he put lime zest, a little bit of cayenne, and fresh cilantro on them, mixed them all up, and then grilled that. Oh my gosh, I love sweet potatoes anyway, and I tend to like them savory instead of sweet, but oh my gosh, one of the best things I've ever eaten. It's a Bobby Flay recipe, just in case you're interested. So you can get it at the Food Network. Oh, I could have eaten my weight in those potatoes. I did not, but oh my gosh, it was so good. And just something really different. Okay, I'm just about done. Just need to cut out the center of this. Oh, actually I have it cut out. I just didn't cut the very end of it. There we go. I think I'll just do something like that. And my fine line bottle to make it easy to put it down. Speaking of enamel dots, might need some enamel dots on here. There we go. Okay, glasses are on. Okay, then we need to ink up these guys here, and I did not ink that flower sticker on up there. I'm not going to take it off though, because that'll probably rip, because those hashtag sticker books are not very thick. And I went back to forgot to use my foam here. I'm not not sure that it is. And my basket enamel dots will tell you it is not, won't they? Okay. I'm going to try to get this a little bit, with the foam it's a little bit easier to get it into the nooks and crannies. Okay. And I better shut that down, or shut that lid, because otherwise it's going to end up in a place where I don't like it. All right, so what I'm going to do here too is, I don't want the purple over here because it's going to start to blend in a little bit too much there. So I'll use the butterfly, I think, as kind of the, I want to say, kind of the bridge there. Okay, close enough. There we go. And I think I might pop at least part of the butterfly up. There. I'm not sure that, like, the butterfly and the flower and all that really have a lot to do with this, but have a lot to do with this. And now that I just said I don't think I want that purple next to the purple, I don't like the space in there, so I'm going to make the purple go next to the purple anyway. And I'll just, it's just the little edges just touching there. It was really delicious, Nancy. And he said it was pretty easy. That's the other thing. I don't know, but anytime he wants to cook, he can cook for me. Okay, thank you, Harmony. Yeah, and I think it's okay. I think this is just a little bit darker. Sometimes I feel like you lose it. And now that I think about it, that's a reason to ink that edge, right? Because if you ink the edge, it delineates that edge there. Oh, and look, I have not glued that down yet. Okay, let's see here. Okay, and then let's get this glued down before I go any further. Isn't that fun when you do that? You realize that you've not glued something down. This is such a pretty color scheme, if I do say so myself, and you guys are agreeing, so I guess that's okay. For something that's like so, what would normally be a really boring topic that you would never ever scrapbook. But as a, well, it would be okay in any album, but as a pandemic topic, it's a good topic. And this was a big day, like when I got, when it didn't have to come in the mail. You do, well, thank you. Okay. There we go. I know the butterfly on there can symbolize change as well, right? So now the question mark is, do we do awesome here? Or do I feel like that's a lot of words? I think it's a lot of words. As much as I love the word awesome, if I had more space, I might type it in there. But we could do real life over here. Chuck it in just a little bit more. Why not? It felt like a lot of words to me there for a second, but I thought it's not going to do me any good sitting in my stash, right? And then yeah, real life. I have this one little heart there. I'm thinking that what I want to do is go to enamel dots next. So, of course, I didn't remember to pull them out so that I would give myself a chance of hitting the camera. I don't know. Oh, the other thing I could use, let me think about this for just a second. Chamel's sticker book has these little, like, enamel dot looking stickers. So I could use those as well. Or I might want dimensions. So, and then she has some that are iridescent in here, which I really like. Ooh, those are kind of cool. So let me look and see if I have some purple ones I like in here. Otherwise, because of the dimension. I was going to say, I don't know if I have purple, but how could I not in this? Yeah, look at that. I think I actually might have some Ellie Studio purple from the Live, Laugh, Love collection. Unless I use them all up. Well, that would be, oh no, there we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. I could always use some of these aqua ones that are flat too. And since I'm doing some purple on some purple, I'm going to really do some purple on some purple. Those are the big ones that I don't like a lot of times unless they're tucked in. Okay. This one is going to be too big. Or maybe not. Maybe it works there tucked. Oh yeah, it does. Actually, I'm going to use one of the little baby ones there. Or maybe this one here and then one of the baby ones up here. Okay, and then maybe some of these little iridescent ones too. Now you're going to lose them on that, but I think that's okay because they're shiny. I don't know if you guys can really see them, but you will when you look at the page. Yeah, they are fun. Obviously, I like them. I have a ton of them. What I'm going to do is actually, I think I'm going to stick these underneath. Or not. Once I did it, I liked it with the first one, but not the second one. I think part of it is that one's kind of the same size, and that's probably why I didn't like that as well. Do you remember when I need I remember this page every so often, but not all the time. And I really like how iridescent they are. Yeah, I think I finished most pages with enamel dots in some form or another because I do like them myself a lot. So we'll dot those guys around the page. All right. I think it's done, you guys. Whoops. My ATG needs to be, the outside needs to be cleaned because it keeps picking up things it shouldn't. Yeah. Oh, fun. All right. I have a new color scheme I don't know that I've ever worked with before, but I'm going to try to remember this one because it's a really pretty combination. And although hard to find that purple. So, all right. Thanks, Tiffany and Harmony. So I really like, and I really think that the black and white kind of made the whole thing and pulled together and made it a little bit more sophisticated looking, and it was just a really nice foil for the aqua and the purple. And then I get to see this really pretty paper here that sometimes, you know, because I do so much scrapbooking for other people, and I'll use a really pretty piece of paper and then I don't get to see it in my scrapbooks, but that's okay too, right? There's a lot of product that I have, so it's also nice to give it up as well, but I love it this way. So awesome, Tiffany, you go right ahead and do that. And I've said, just in case you guys want to see layouts, I do post them to Flickr. I'm on Flickr as Kelly Oblak, so I post them all up there. And that way, if you ever want to look, I do post to a cherry on top and scrapbook.com, but that can be sometimes a little bit harder to find too, and if you're there or not. But anyway, both of those places are great places to look. I don't really post much to Instagram. I will every so often, and I don't post anything scrapbook related to Facebook unless I happen to be doing it for my family. Like might post something that to my daughter-in-law or something like that. So thanks, you guys. I love Scrappy Peds Doc, cute. And thanks, Jackie, too. So, well, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and hope you guys get some scrappy time in as well, too. And I will see you next week, I believe. I think I'm Friday. That's one nice thing about this whole thing is I'm not going out to see a lot of people, so you usually get me on a Friday night. So all right, you guys, take care. Thanks for all of your kind words, and like I said, have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.